Guys, it's me again. Let's see if I can find me on Facebook. And let's see. There I am. Turn this down. See if we have anybody that pops on. Make sure my volume's up on my phone. There we go. I'm on just a few minutes early. And I'm at my son's house, so I'm not at my house. So all things are different around here. So I'm gonna start, I'm painting on a door or a porch leaner. So I'm gonna get started here. I don't know how long it's going to take me. If you pop on, say hi. And if you come on after I'm done, if you'd hashtag replay, that would be awesome. I'd appreciate it. I'm just using acrylic paint. This is called Sunny Day. Makes me want to sing sunny days, sweeping the clouds away. But I'll spare you all those. My voice is in the crapper today anyway because I've got a cold or something going on. Something's going on. Maybe I won't get anybody on tonight. Maybe they'll all go to the replay. And you know what? That's okay too. I'll take anything I can get. So this is a porch leaner that is a interchangeable porch leaner. So the sign changes and this changes. The only thing that stays the same is the sign has a base that it goes into, a frame that it fits into, and the lemons go into a bucket on the porch leaner. So there you go. It's kind of cool. I'm all about the interchangeables. So I'm going to start out with these pumpkins being this lighter colored yellow, or these lemons being lighter colored yellow, and then I think I'm going to shade them with a darker yellow, kind of around the edges. Ain't nobody coming on. I'm about 15 minutes early, but I thought for sure. See, I've been gone for a while. So my voice kind of comes and goes. Kind of messing with the sore throat and an earache and coughing. But I really don't feel bad. Hi, Carly. Geez, girl, thanks for coming on. Like, I think I'm not going to have anybody tonight. I am in Omaha, which is about a 3-hour drive. Well, it is exactly a 3-hour drive for me. And I'm staying with my grandsons while their mom and dad have gone to Italy. They went to Italy last Friday. So they've been gone a week tomorrow already. That's crazy. And they are attending a wedding, and that wedding is tomorrow. And then they're all going to go on a cruise after that. So they still have a little bit of time to go. They won't be home till next Monday. So we're going to be gone just a little over 2 weeks. What a vacation, huh? It's like vacation of a lifetime. Hi, Diane. So while they were gone, I came and got the boy. Well, I came before they left because I took them to the airport and picked up the boys, and we went to Blue Hill, where I live, and we stayed the weekend because it was my class reunion. And then we came back here on Sunday because the oldest boy, my boys I'm watching are 16 and 13. And the oldest one plays Dungeons and Dragons with his friends on Sunday. That's where he hangs out with his friends. Hey, Chris. So we came back here on Sunday morning so that he could play that game in the afternoon with his friends. And we're staying this week through Sunday because he wants to play that game with his friends. So unless it gets canceled, we're here till probably early Monday. We'll probably get up Monday morning and head home. I'm ready to be home. It's been a long week for me. I'm not used to doing nothing. It bugs me to death. And I don't have I didn't bring my dryer. I don't know what I was thinking. So these are going to have to just dry. Chris, are you recuperated from our reunion? Let's see, I think I'm going to grab a paintbrush. I did bring those. These almost look like fish, don't they? These look like fish tails, but they're lemon leaves. You could definitely make them into fish, though. When do you leave, Chris, on your thing? Thinking about being open on Tuesday, but I think that you are not going to be around on Tuesday. Is that right? Well, Chris, 3 days after the reunion, I came down with a cold. So I don't know if it's from just being busy and my resistance went down, or or just my luck. Okay. So this is a kit that I cut out, you guys. So if you want this kit, you are welcome to get it. It's probably going to be all of these pieces, and I'll show you the bigger piece that these lemons get glued onto. We're probably looking at around $15 for the kit. Ooh, that must have a big goober in it, because it takes. Yep, there it is. It easily takes 2 pieces of wood for these. Pretty much 2 full pieces of wood. So I'm doing this in this lighter green. And this says, squeeze the day. Instead of seize the day, it's squeeze the day. So while I've been gone, I went to Michael's, because we don't have a Michael's. This is Lincoln has a Michael's, and Lincoln's closer to us than Omaha. But I don't live in a place where we're able to just go to these stores, like, so I went to Michael's one day, and one day I went to Hobby Lobby, and yesterday I went to the Dollar Tree. Oh, you're back in the babysitting thing, huh? Just gotta let that dry a little bit, you guys, before I can put a second coat on it. On the 12th of June, yes, I babysit now, Tuesday, Thursday, and maybe Wednesday for Cooper. Yeah, me too. I hope this is done by the time we fly out on Tuesday. But I've made a doctor's appointment actually in Blue Hill on Tuesday. On Tuesday morning, because I feel like first of all, I know that she'll give me medicine. My friend said, maybe you should go to urgent care here. And I'm like, yeah, I could do that. But you know what they're going to say? They're going to say, oh, it's a virus. Let it run its course. Which they might not with my earache, but because I know that ear is got something going on. So who knows, but yeah. But I did make an appointment, so if I get there and I'm still feeling crappy, at least I have a doctor's appointment set up, so I can get on some antibiotics. I don't really want to be flying and have my ears jacked. That's a bad scene. Done that, been there, done that. Usually my ears plug, and then they're plugged for days, and that's miserable. That is miserable. We've been to New York twice, and both times I went to New York, my ears were plugged. I don't know if it's I feel like it's the altitude that they fly. I feel like it's the altitude they fly at. But I might be wrong. I don't know. But it's weird. It happened both times I went to New York. The second time, I feel like it opened up a little bit while I was there. The first time, I was plugged the whole time. And I would bend over and my ears would open, and then I would come back up and my ears would plug. And we go into a pharmacist and we ask them, I remember going into a pharmacist and telling them my ears were plugged, and they told me to buy Afrin and I would be okay, and I did, and it didn't work. And I'm like, I felt like they didn't give me the time of day, but oh, they played ball in the rain? Yuck. Yeah, Chloe or Stella has games. She has a game Tuesday night, actually, that we're gonna, because we will come back to Omaha. John and I will come back to Omaha Tuesday, and we'll stop and probably go to Stella's game and then leave from there. And then we'll leave the boys with Amy, and she'll watch him for a few days, and then Matt's going to come and get him, and he's going to watch him for a few days. So it had to be a family effort, because I didn't realize when I said that I would watch the boys that it was going to go clear into June. I thought, he said, Mom, can you watch the boys in May of 2025? I'm like, sure. And so then I booked this vacation for us. We're attending a wedding of a friend, and not even thinking that it was going to be a problem. And then when I found, and plus my class reunion was, he goes, well, it's the 23rd. I'm like, oh my God, Josh, that's my class reunion weekend. 23rd and 24th, and then they'd be back the 9th, and that's the day we get back. So, you know, it is what it is. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. So I'm going to take, actually, I think I'm going to take this and put it in water, and I'm going to take this green, which is light Hauser green, or Hauser light green. Oh my gracious, maybe not. Oh, there. And put it back in here. That's quite, it's quite a bit to waste. I don't mind giving up a little, but I don't need to give up a whole spot. A whole tray worth. You know. If you know, you know. I'll set that over there. Put that in water. So I am not at my own house. I'm in Omaha with my grandsons. Which, they're upstairs on the computer, or on their phones, or whatever. You know, they don't give a crap whether grandma's here or not. I'm not sure they care. But they're too young to stay alone. I wasn't thinking that was going to be a... So I put some of the lighter green, this what's it called? Sour apple, and I'm just going to shade around these leaves a little bit, just to kind of separate them. So this is an angle brush, and I just put paint on the angle, and then so that just kind of lets the leaves have a little bit of separation. And if I think that there's too much paint, then I can add water. You seriously could make these be fish. Dip in water, dip the tip, put it over here. Hi Angie, how are you? Remember last year when I saw you at the Juniata garage sales? I'm not going to be able to go this year. I'm so sad. So sad. We're going to be gone. It's kind of a crazy summer for us, too. Between the ball games for the grandkids and trying to get in a camper, you know, getting camping. You know, last year I had, well, I don't even know what last year was. I mean, I don't think there was any reason other than we just had too much crap going on, but we didn't, I think we camped one time last year. And then I had my heart surgery, We normally would camp in the fall. I love fall camping. Fall camping and early spring camping is my time. This dead of summer's camping sucks. It's way too hot for me. I don't like all that heat. But what are you going to do? So, take this green, I'm going to put it in there. Because I'm probably going to end up saving some of that. Go back over this one more time. So we want to get some camping in this year because we didn't get to do it last year. And you know, I keep telling my husband, I want to buy a new camper. But in reality, we don't camp enough to really make a difference. So we aren't buying a new camper. Just gonna have to make the old one do. My nose is running, my voice is hoarse. I'm a hot mess. I am a hot mess. I brought Kleenex, but I've been wiping my paintbrush on it, so that's probably not a good thing. All right, now I'm going to take a brush. Let's see. I want another angle brush, and I want it to be pretty big. So I want to take the darker yellow and go around this, and that is Sunny Day. No, that's this one, bright yellow. I just want there to be a, I don't want my lemons just to be a solid one color. So funny how that gets that yuck on it. So I'm just going to wet my brush. I'm going to dab it on my napkin, tip the tip into, and then I just kind of run it on there. And then I'm going to, whoop, I don't want green on it though. I don't even know if that's enough to make a difference. I didn't bring anything else, so it's going to have to work. It's going to be it. You know, I might just be able to paint that because it's just really not that much difference. Maybe in the light, because this is poor light, poor lighting. In my shop, I've got great lighting. So probably these will be out in the light of day and I'll think, oh my God, what did I do here? Kennesaw, second week of June. Ooh. Let me see, the second week of June. So that's Father's Day weekend, Angie? Right? I got a house full of people coming that weekend. That whole week I'm going to be changing bedding and doing all kinds of crap, getting ready for family or friends to come for that weekend. There's a golf tournament for my husband's best friend. It's his memorial tournament, so we get all of his kids. Well, I shouldn't say we get all of them. We get one of his kids and his family, and they come and stay. But we feed them all, and we have a party at our house that night. But that day, I would be able to probably maybe squeeze something in. Because I think the first week in June, we're gone. The second week of June is Father's Day. the 3rd week of June, we're going to be camping. And the 4th week of June, I'll be attending a Chalk Couture convention in Kansas City. Is what I'm thinking, so. And I'm looking forward to that because I got cheated out of it. The last live convention was when my kidneys crapped out on me, and I had bought my ticket, which was not cheap, you guys. The tickets are like $250 or $279 or something, and I couldn't go, and so I called, and they said, and it was too late to cancel. So I was screwed. I couldn't go. So I'm going to glue this on here. So I was sad. I cried. And people were like, well, can't you do dialysis when you're there? Can't you this? Can't you that? And I'm like, you guys, no. So I'm looking really forward to going to Kansas City, which I'm going to be driving myself. Because nobody here goes. So this is all scored. You can see it, but I tell you, a lot of times I think I have everything right on, and then I go to look later, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm off. So squeeze the day. And I did not bring my porch leaner, but I have a picture. I will show you guys what it's supposed to look like. And remember, this is the interchangeable. I'm not sure that I brought the right paint for the little knobs that go on it, so I might just glue those on and then paint those later. Isn't that cute? Squeeze the day. I love it. Then these little things go on here and here. And they could be like buttermilk. Because well, I should look and see what my frame is, which I think my frame is white. So they will match the frame that goes on the outside. I'm going to peel these things off. These limons. Bought me a new tip to my glue. They're $1.99, you guys. That is the best $1.99 I've ever spent. I bought an extra one too, just in case I screw up and bend it like I did that last one. So I'm going to take my cardboard and set it back there on the cat tower. And this is the piece that goes into the, you know, I might put that under there. I don't want any glue to get on their table. Just in case, you know. So that goes there. And then we have to figure out where the lemons go. And this is the picture of the, I'm going to hold it up here until I see it on my end. They'll let you know how long the lag is. It's still going, still moving the lemons. Now I'm showing you the picture. See that? Isn't that cute? I love that. Second week in June. I'm going to have to remember that. So I just need to figure out how these limit, because these have leaves. So some of them just, so that one goes there, that one goes there. So I think I'll just glue those down. So I'm probably going to get glue in places that I don't need it, because you don't know what's going to touch and what isn't going to touch. And our class reunion was a total success. We had a great time. And this one has a leaf and it's down here, like that. And this one has a leaf, and it's up here. And the rest of these are just around. So did you guys have a good Memorial weekend? Anybody do anything fun? So we had our 50th class reunion. And that was fun. It was fun to see the people that we saw, and you always wish more would have come, and there were people that acted like, people on Facebook, people that were on Facebook acted like they did not even know that we were going to have it. And I'm like, really? Because it was on my personal page, it was on every page, it was all over the place. So I have a hard time believing that. So this one goes down here, and this one goes over here. And I feel like these actually get glued onto these. So they're different. Like that one would be that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there must be one in here that is, that's just a plain lemon. I'm just going to glue that one down. Can't go there, it's got to go there. This one's leaking out the end too, like the other one was. Dang it, I was hoping that wasn't going to happen. My first one, it did not do that. So I need to make sure that I keep this end right here, not, it needs to be open, because that's what you put into the bucket. So I need to move that one up just a skosh. I want to make sure that that is completely not touched. My cough is so non-productive. You guys, my chest hurts when I cough. I think from my heart surgery. My husband goes, "What do you mean it hurts?" And I'm like, I mean it hurts, like it hurts. Not like my heart hurts, but my chest hurts. So I'm going to set that one over that one. So they just make them more 3D. Isn't that cool though? And was that, yeah, that's one. So see, I didn't even need to paint that. But you don't know that until you till you're doing your work. Let's see, so that one doesn't get one, that one does, that has one, that didn't. I think I'm gonna do this one. So that makes the leaves look better, and then this one gets one. So it's the ones with the leaves that get the overlay. I want to be better by the time I go anywhere. All right. And I didn't bring my white chalk pen, and I bought one at, boy, that didn't stick very good, or the hoot. I bought one at Dollar Tree the other day, of what I thought was a chalk pen. You guys, it's like a grease pencil. It's like, it's the weirdest thing. So I didn't like that one too well. So I'll have to wait till I get home to get my highlights on it. There we go. All right, so that's going to be our project for tonight. Isn't that cute? Get off the tape. So it's lemons. And squeeze the day. So I do have my, let me grab it real quick. I do have my ink pad I brought. I think, yeah. You know how you're just, you guys, when I got ready to go, I was just like throwing stuff into my, so I'm gonna distress the edge of these. I was out in my shop just throwing crap into my bag, not even thinking what, you know, some of the things that I needed to get, but anyway, so there is what we did today. So it's this, but it's going to go on a porch leaner, and that's what the porch leaner is going to look like. It's all done at home. I just have to put it together, and then I'll take a picture when I get home. So you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks so much for popping in. If you catch me on the replay, please hashtag replay. I'd appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Oh, I need to tell you guys, if you want to sign up to be a Chalkateur designer, it's only $10 this month. That ends the 30th or 31st. 30 days have September, April, June, and November. So 31. So it must end on Sunday. And then there's also a sale going on in there. So Perks members get 30% off, designers get 40% off, but they have a sale going on in there. It's a pre-tariff sale. So on June 1st, our transfers are all going to go up $2. That's retail. It'll be like $1.20 for us as a designer, and I don't know what it would be as a Perks member. So if you are interested in some transfers, this might be a good time to go in and snag. So you would get 30% off, and they're on sale anywhere from 40 to 60 or 70% off, I believe. And I noticed there was even discounts on multi-tools and detail tools. So I'm going to go in and snag me some of those. So I can always use extra of those. So just remember that. And if you want to join the club, it's $21.99 a month, and that gets you a transfer and a surface and ink or paste to do your projects with. And I did bring my month one, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Love you guys. Thanks. Bye.